So last night we had our September Direct, which got announced just after I finished my predictions video, so that was good timing really. So overall I thought the Direct was good, but it wasn't great. I mean, they had a lot to say in it, but a lot of what they said didn't really have the wow factor that previous Directs have had. Like, there was nothing like that Smash Brothers reveal trailer with the Inkling at all. So, but there were a few exciting things in it. I'm just going to quickly go through in order because that's how I've written my notes down, what they revealed. I might not talk about some of the third party things that I don't know about, like Deadly Premonitions getting a sequel. I didn't even know there was a first game, so I'm not too excited about that, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. It looks good actually, come to think of it, but just to save time I'm not going to talk about things that I don't really have much to say about. So they started off with Overwatch reveal trailer, which again, we knew about that already. Again, like I said, they probably sandwiched the Direct with two big reveals, which they sort of did. From Nintendo's point of view, this was the reveal of Overwatch, so I suppose that's the thing. But it's funny how afterwards he said this, he didn't call it a reveal trailer, he called it the latest trailer, even though there hasn't been one for the Switch yet. So I guess they're saying, yeah, we know. So they said there'd be a focus on Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Sword and Shield. So they go to Luigi's Mansion straight away, and they revealed that like the different floors have different themes, like hotels can sometimes do. Like one was a tomb suite, as they called it, and there was like a disco one and things like that. And there's also this awesome looking multiplayer version, which is like mini games. It's called the Scream Park, where you're eight players on a single Switch console as well, like a team-based mini game thing, which looks really, really cool. Next they revealed there's a new Kirby game coming to the Switch, and it was released that very day. Shadow dropped, and it's a free-to-start Kirby game, Super Kirby Clash. I haven't had a look at it yet, but I'll check it out at some point. There was a game called Return of the Oberon Den, which looked pretty cool. It was set on a pirate ship, and you like looking at dead bodies, and you're seeing the last moments of their lives to find out how they died and solve the mystery that way, which is a nice concept. Okay, now we're getting into Town, which was a game revealed last year at a Nintendo Direct. Now, this one surprised me because I didn't think they'd mention it at all, because it's a Game Freak game, and I thought they'd want to focus on promoting Pokemon, because, you know, Pokemon needs promoting. So I didn't think this would get a look in at all, but not only did they talk about it and show us more about it, it's coming out in October, like a month before Pokemon, and I'm really really surprised by that, and it looks pretty good. But one thing is, it's not called Town. They did say that was just a working title. The full name of the game is Little Town Hero. Now, I like the name Town because it's so simple, just town. It's a game about a town. You got it, yeah? This one, Little Town Hero. So is this a little town that has a hero, or is it a town hero who is little? I don't know whether I'm coming or going with that title. So that's coming out on the 16th of October. Then they went into Smash Brothers. I didn't think they'd show off Smash Brothers because I thought they're giving each character reveal like its own direct to show off the character. But the character demonstration for Banjo happened straight after this direct. I haven't watched it because I want to play as Banjo without any spoilers, so I want to be surprised by it, like discover his moveset myself. So I'll look forward to playing that. So yeah, Banjo coming out that very night, which is like very exciting. But not only that, but they then said, oh, here's the fourth character, by the way. And the fourth character gets revealed, and it goes through, you got the Neo Geo, you see, then you see all these fighters that I do not know. And then it's someone called Terry for Smash, from Fatal Fury, and I've never played those games. I don't know who Terry is. I know he's got a surname, but I can't remember the surname yet. And then they revealed the big bombshell. He says, there's 5 characters. There's not only one more, is there? No, we're making more. And oh my god, that is just... I mean, Sakurai, I saw the comment where he said, it's because in future Smash games, none of them are going to be as big as this one, character-wise. So I want to improve my record as much as I can while we're on this one. And so I really like that. So, I mean, the speculation videos are going to go wild now, because it's like whoever the 5th character is in this pack, it can't be a disappointment because we know there's more on the way. And it did say they'll be sold individually to the Fighters Pass, so is it going to be another Fighters Pass, or is it going to be sold individually like with the Wii U one? Who knows? I also know from the demonstration afterwards that there were more Mii costumes coming, one of them being Sans from Undertale, so a lot of people are excited about that because people wanted him as a fighter, but we've got him as a Mii now, which is fine. But the one that got me excited was Goemon from Mystical Ninja, and I absolutely loved that game, and the fact that they're representing him now is just amazing. Could we be getting a remake of Mystical Ninja starring Goemon now? That really, I'm excited about that. But strangely, no Mii costumes for the Banjo series from what I've seen, like no Mumbo or anything like that. But again, I've not looked at the Banjo stuff for Smash. I want to discover it myself, which I'll get to playing that at some point soon. And also, Home Run Contest has been added to Smash Brothers now as well. Just a little thing there. Then they went into Link's Awakening. They didn't really reveal much. I didn't think they would because I didn't know the Direct was happening today. I thought it was happening in a few weeks. All we know is when you design your dungeons now, you can save your dungeon to an amiibo to then put it onto someone else's console. So that's awesome. And the next reveal that I was interested in was Doom 64 coming to the Switch, which is something we knew about already because there was a leak about that. But that's coming out in November 22nd, which is that the same day as Doom Eternal? I'm not sure. Going into what they said about Pokemon, there were 4 new things they had to say about it. And again, they didn't linger on it for too long. 4 new things they looked at. First of all, you can customise your player's look. And I'm like, is that a new thing to Pokemon? I didn't know that. You can camp and like visit other people's camps online, which is a nice feature. You can cook curry on rice because it's set in the UK and curry's popular in the UK. So they're really hammering in, oh, this is England here. So, and the 4th thing, they revealed 2 more Pokemon. One of them being a teapot with a ghost in it. A ghost made out of tea. And his name is Polteageist, which is just amazing. And the second one is Cramorant, so I hope I pronounced that right, which is like this pelican thing. And it's pretty cool that when you use a surf, a water move, he catches a fish in his mouth. And while he's got that fish in his mouth, if he gets attacked, he spits the fish back at them and does damage. So that's called the Gulp Missile. Nice feature, but again, like 4 new things about Pokemon. They didn't dwell on Pokemon very long. I'm happy with that because it's going to get its own Direct again, isn't it? The next note I've written down here are the letters SNES in big letters and 3 exclamation marks. Because we're getting SNES games on the Switch, which is something not unexpected, but very, very welcome. It's really added the value of the NSO. And we're getting 20 at launch, which I know the NES gave us 30, but I'd rather have 20 SNES games than 30 NES games because there's more to the SNES games. I was expecting it to come out on the day of the renewal of Nintendo Switch Online to entice people into renewing. But it's actually coming out tomorrow at the time of recording, 6th of September. So that's good because it means people that have their renewals coming up can experience the SNES games, and that'll be like, oh yes, I want to carry on with these, I better renew. And the other thing is they're doing the SNES controllers. They're £27 each, which is a lot less than I thought they would be. So I might be tempted to get one of them because I might be able to play Mario Maker with it as well. Okay, then we got Tetris 99 is getting another update. They're going to do daily challenges, and you can win themes like based on Mario and Zelda and stuff if you do those challenges. And there's a thing called Invictus, they're calling it, which is like a battle royale, but you can only enter it if you've won a battle royale. So it's basically the elite you're playing against, not just any old Joe. Mario and Sonic, that's looking pretty cool, but nothing new was shown about it. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, that is coming to the Switch. It's a Star Wars game, obviously. And the thing is, weird thing is, I don't know if I've played this one. I think I might have done, but they said in the narration that the full single player experience is coming to the Switch. So I'm guessing, did the original of this game have a multiplayer that's not being included in this port? Because they just emphasise that it's just single player. But if the original version was single player only, why would they need to say that? But I have a feeling I've played that, and I played it multiplayer on the GameCube, but I might be wrong. Then they did a bit of a sizzle reel going through. I won't really mention all of them because it was so fast. I was trying to write down every game's title as it was going, but I think I got them all. But obviously Witcher 3, we know a lot about that already. It's looking very good. The Assassin's Creed Rebel collection, which is containing Black Flag and another Assassin's Creed I can't remember the name of. Apparently that collection is exclusive to the Switch, so that's pretty cool. And then there was a load more, the most exciting one being Farm Simulator 20. Obviously we want to love that, don't we? Ni no Kuni, that's really good. I have it on the PS3, and anyone not played it yet, get that on the Switch, I'd say. And Devil May Cry 2's coming as well. I didn't know about that one, but I'm not surprised either. Then there was a segment about Animal Crossing, which was the longest segment of the Direct. They gave quite a bit of time to this one to show more about the game, and it looks pretty cool. There's like a crafting system in it now. You can sort of like chop wood and stones, make an axe with it and stuff like that. And there's the pole vaulting over the rivers. We've seen that before already, but it looks so good. And you can play 4 players on one system as well. That's really good. And 8 players online to visit each other's islands. So that's pretty cool. And before we get finished, one more thing. They didn't do a one more thing. Because usually they say, this is the last thing, or this is the end of the Direct. Oh, wait, one more thing before we go. And then they surprise with something big. They did that, but they didn't present it that way. They didn't say that's what they said. Here's the last game we're going to show. And I'm like, that doesn't give the wow factor. But the game itself is a port of Xenoblade Chronicles, the original, but it's got like the similar graphics to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It looks really, really good, and I'm sure there's a lot, because they're calling it Definitive Edition, and it's the 3rd time they've released this game. So they've had the Wii and 3DS, now the Switch. So let's see what's definitive about it. So those are basically my thoughts on the Direct. Again, it was good. I mean, the rest of the year is looking fantastic for the Switch. The most exciting things they revealed for me was the stuff that's coming out just over the next few days. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. But really, it didn't really have the wow factor. But I think that's more a statement on how strong a year Nintendo's having at the minute, rather than what they could have shown. But there's always things I could have wished for that won't be there. But I'll do another video where I go through my predictions and just see, was I right, was I wrong about them, just so we can compare how they were. So thank you for watching this. If you want to subscribe, make sure you don't miss that predictions video, and also a video about me trying out Banjo for the first time. That will be coming out for the Friday Night Gaming. And yeah, give us a like if you liked it. Comment what you thought of the Nintendo Direct. What games you're excited to see and play in the future. So that's all from me. Night night.